Living off-grid allows us to be independent and have a greater control over our lives. More and more individuals are seeking to escape the rat race and experience a life they love by moving off-grid. The freedom it brings as we escape the 9 to 5 is absolutely magical, and there are many ways to maintain this lifestyle while making good money off-grid. And we're about to share with you many viable options that you can consider. Imagine picking your very first capsicum and making your first homegrown meal. How about harvesting your own honey? Or feeding your pigs with pumpkins sown by the pigs themselves? Selling your own produce, whether it's vegetables, eggs or meat, in addition to saving on your own grocery bill, is a satisfying way to earn a living. But homesteading is only one great way to make money off-grid. There are many ways to generate an income and live on your own terms. You can certainly find financial fulfillment and success in your off-grid venture doing what you love. We found the first steps were identifying our passions and talents.
Hello boys.
Let me share some of the things that we've been doing to create an income off-grid, and then we'll share with you several more ideas we have researched for making a great income off-grid. By taking time out and getting back to the things we love, Bob and I have both been able to create some remarkable products to be able to sell on our new e-commerce Shopify store. Bob's beautiful kitchen boards and barbecue chopping blocks are just absolutely beautiful, and his new Rustic Elegance collection is just sublime. I've created a set of 6 children's books based around our farmyard animals, teaching children morals to live a life they love. These also each have a read-along video. I've also been able to get back to my drawing, and I'm looking forward to making many more prints like these to sell in our Shopify store. Our main focus though is our Running Amok Off-Grid YouTube channel. We call it edutainment. We're not an educational channel. We don't teach people how to live off-grid or how to homestead or how to fix things or how to raise animals. We show people what we're doing off-grid, and we hope to inspire other people to live a life they love just as we are doing. And you can earn money on YouTube through sponsorship and advertising, as well as promoting your own or affiliate marketed products. There is one vital element to being successful and financially independent off-grid, and that is mindset. Come with us to our favourite spot where we brainstorm our ideas, and let's have a chat about mindset and determination.
Welcome to our favourite spot on our property.
Where we hang out, where the animals hang out with us.
Actually, you see behind us that piece of water. When we first moved in, it was no more than a puddle. And with work and persistence and planning, we've now got at least a metre of water in there.
Yeah, and how wide do you think it is?
It's probably 15 metres long by probably about 6 metres wide, at least a metre deep.
So the reason why we're here is to talk about mindset
Yeah.
and determination, because it was a huge decision to move off-grid, wasn't it?
Do you remember we listened to Napoleon Hill? We did our affirmations, we meditated, we did...
Our declaration.
That's it.
So we followed instructions of a few mentors, and one mentor in particular, Earl Nightingale, or really Bob Proctor, passed his message on, didn't he? That if somebody else can do it, you can do it. And that always stuck in my mind. If anybody else can leave their job and move off-grid and make a living off-grid, that means that we can too. We're pretty smart people.
So what was it?
I think definitely listening to the mentors that we were listening to and increasing our self-belief, knowing that if we believe we can do something, as long as we don't give up, we'll succeed. A few scenarios since we've been here where that has really played out, where we've just continued on, thought that we might go without something or be in a position where we can't carry on, but something always turns up. Can you remember any of those? There's been heaps, hasn't there?
Yeah, money, for example.
Yes.
To the cent.
Yes. It's a confirmation of the mindset to me, because if we didn't have that mindset of we'll just keep going because we know if we don't give up, we'll get what we need as we go along, we've always gotten what we need as we went along. So many times where we could have been down and out, and something has always turned up. We've got a spring.
Yep.
In the middle of the drought,
I know, right?
all of a sudden, this spring pops up and our land fills with water. What is that?
It's bizarre, isn't it?
No, here comes a brumby. Hello. Come on. I guess the point of bringing that up is that if we didn't have the mindset of taking the chance and trusting that what we need will come along the way,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have had the opportunity to experience all those times when it did. Here comes Echo. Where did he go, Echo? He's going for a swim. Come on. Here comes Rocco. Whee! So Richard Branson's book.
Richard Branson's book, Screw It, Let's Do It. It's not a big book, because it was probably one of the first books that led me into the world of I know I can do better than what I'm doing. Mindset, proper mindset.
And you only live one life, so why not spend the time living it the way you want to?
True.
What's the point, really, you know? What I want you guys to take away from this conversation is that if there's something you really want to do, see what you can do about changing your mindset to actually make it happen, because life is only 100 years long.
Yeah.
You might be a third of the way through, you might be halfway through. You may as well spend the rest of it doing what you want.
All right, guys. I think we're going to probably wrap this up because Maggie's getting a bit toey and wants food. So, if you've liked this bit of segment of our episode, please comment and let us know what you think. Maybe even some of the experiences you've had about mindset. And also, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, please, please, please. It's simple. It's just a little click of a button somewhere down there, little logo, or there's a click on the home page. And whoa, share it with your friends. Whoa, Maggie.
Maggie.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye. In this day and age, really the possibilities are endless. You can even be an affiliate for our online store. I'll put the link in the description below. Let's have a quick look at the things that we found that are very viable options for working at home off-grid to create a fantastic income. You could be a graphic designer. How about a virtual assistant? Do you know a thing or two? Could you create an online course? There are plenty of apps to help you. You could be an off-grid consultant, helping people along in their journey through your research or experience. Woodworking is always popular, and in this digital day and age, selling plans is a great way to make an income off-grid. It's very easy to learn how to market yourself online. And something that we're quite excited to get involved with is AI. AI may have a negative spin, but AI is also doing some great things in helping people to create digital products and market them. Let's get it back on with the show and see what we've been up to this week. How's it coming along, love?
Oh, getting there, babe.
Looks great.
It's a good question, Nick. What am I using? It is 100% natural, 100% recycled, and 100% organic wood preserver. It came from trees and it's going back to trees, the wood. 100% organic.
Nice. So what is it?
Old engine oil.
Brilliant. Recycling then.
100%. Better than going in landfill and poisoning and killing birds and stuff. It's going back into preserving wood.
Excellent. I love it. And it looks great.
It does, hey?
And it'll make our deck last longer?
A lot longer, which is again environmentally friendly because we don't have to replace the wood for a long time.
Perfect.
So you think about it, right? I'm preserving the wood with old carbon from wood to prolong the life of the tree. So therefore we don't have to cut down so many trees.
Sounds like a win-win to me.
It's a win-win-win-win.
Win-win-win-win.
Win-win-win. Yeah. It's better than bloody chemicals, right?
Much.
I mean, you ever like wood preserver or stain it, you've got it on your hand and it burns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a wide view and give these folks a look at how much you've accomplished. Brilliant work.
Thanks, babe.
What were you saying?
You like that?
What were you saying? Actually?
It's actually Bob and Nick's 100% organic natural wood preserver. I think there's an order in the description below.
I like your work.
Looks good though, eh?
It looks great. Doing a bit of shedding, Maggie? It's taking its time coming off, isn't it, girl? As you can see, Jazzy's is coming off. She doesn't really like it being pulled. But Jazzy's is coming off okay. Her hair / wool is much finer than Maggie's. Maggie's is a lot tougher and she's having a bit more trouble getting hers to shed. But you can see when she finally sheds, she's going to go back to pretty much her original colour. Maybe slightly lighter, but her black and white features will come through again. I won't pull it. I won't pull it. You can see this is their favourite spot to shed. There's quite a bit of built up wool on this fence here. It's kind of like a hair really, isn't it? So they're quite successful at getting their hair off. Just takes time, and apparently this first shed is the most difficult, and from here on in each year they should have less trouble getting that hair off. If you're interested in finding out more about the Dorper sheep, have a look at our video, Raising Sheep Dorpers, Love Them or Hate Them. I'll put a link in the description below. Recently, our friend and neighbour John gave us the opportunity for a hands-on lesson harvesting honey from his bees. And farming bees and cultivating a magnificent vegetable garden and fruit orchard are what John and his wife Yvonne do off-grid.
To see what I've got in the way of bees and in the way of babies with here.
I can see why you don't want to spend too much time in it.
Yeah.
This is the glove that was holding the camera.
Yeah.
Hello, my name's George. My name's Mavis. How do you do? What are you doing? I'm just being me.
On the super, and if you get it just right, you get this perfect blanket of wax happens that just comes off in one big go.
That's satisfying, isn't it?
Oh, it's almost orgasmic. Look at that.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. And we just turn this, so we just got to watch it. It's a little bit unbalanced to start with.
Oh, the edges.
That edge, that edge.
So they go back in the hive easy.
Yeah, because what they do is they just add millimeters to it, and then each one is just adding more width to it, and then just get rid of all of this propolis.
That's insane, isn't it? It's getting heavy. Right.
And this is my filtration process, right? It just goes through this, what's it, the third straining process now.
That's it.
That's all it gets.
And selling honey is one of the ways that John makes an income living off grid.